Happy Saturday, you lot. How's it going? Saturday afternoon, I thought let's get some of this done. So I've got this new, I think it's a return heater valve for the Talbot. Let's get this fitted because this is the thing that I least want to do. I have got oil, filters, all that kind of stuff as well. I've got to mend 2 water leaks, but obviously before I mend the water leaks, I want to get the heater valve fitted, and also we better see if the old heater valve that I did repair, I glued the top of it back together because they snap all the time. It's very common, not just on Talbots, but on a lot of things. It's common for the heater valves to get stuck and then they snap off. Anyway, so we'll be able to see whether the glue that I done actually held, or if something else has gone wrong with it and that's why it's not working. Maybe it's blocked up. Maybe there's gunk in it again, because before there was someone has put stop leak in it and it gunked it all up. Anyway, regardless, let's go and take it all apart. I can't remember what they were. Were they Allen bolts? Were they screws? I can't remember, so I'm gonna have to go and have a look. But anyway, let's see. I got myself a nice drink because I'm rather thirsty. So what we're looking at is I've got to move black cover, and it's up under there. We can just kind of see some of it. Anyway, if I get rid of that black cover, we'll be able to see more. I'm going to get rid of my new mat because I don't want, because when we take the valve off, there's going to be antifreeze. Probably a bit of it's going to run down and go everywhere, and I don't want antifreeze all over my new mat. So let's take all this off, I think. Well, we've got a bit of a dilemma. This is the new valve that I got, and it's listed that it will fit the Mark II Talbot up to 1994, and this is a 1991. I think it said 87 to 94 2-litre petrol Talbots. Well, this is a 91, so it should fit. Everything's the same, 4 bolts. My one hasn't got that metal bracket, but that could have just been taken off, I don't know. Everything else seems identical, apart from the 2 pipes at the bottom there. So these ones come off and they go that way, so it goes like that. Whereas my one, as we can see up there, the 2 pipes go straight down, which I knew anyway, and really I should have got under there and had a look before I spent an arm and a leg, literally an arm and a leg. This was ridiculously expensive. I'm not going to be able to send it back because it's been, well, months and months and months. Anyway, they go straight down, so even if I was to try and fit it, the pipes I don't think would reach because they're going to go that way. If they went in that direction over there, I think that would work. But not only that, we've got the clutch pedal in the way. So if that was to go like that, that's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. So I'm not going to bother taking that old valve off, I don't think. It does look like, I didn't realise it, but there's looks like a bit of residue around here, and it looks like, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see up there, probably not. I don't think you can see a dicky bird. Oh, there we go. That red pipe that goes into the matrix, that's the bleed pipe with a bleed nipple for bleeding the for bleeding the water, the air out of the cooling system, so to speak. Well, where it connects to the matrix, I think it's been leaking, so that could be part of the source of why I'm losing water, and the fact that I'm losing it inside is never going to be good. I'd rather be losing it outside. I think I've definitely been losing it inside, underneath the mat, and not realised it. So I'm going to try and mend that, but I don't think I'm going to take the old valve off, because at the moment the valve itself isn't leaking. It's just not working. It's not leaking, but it's not working either. So I need to try and find a valve that's identical to this in every way, but the pipes just go straight down. I could cut these off,
but I think it's going to be a proper, I could make it work, but I want this to be a proper fix that I'm not going to have to come back to ever again for the life of this camper. So I'm you know, so that's where I'm at the moment. So interesting, very interesting. Anybody has a Talbot with this valve on it and you want to buy this off me, please let me know, because I would like to get my money back. I'm not going to be able to send this back now. It's been too long. I got it from Coastal Motorhomes, but they won't take it back. Definitely losing some water around that thermostat housing, so I'm going to have to take that off, fix that. But before we do anything, that was leaking at one point, I reckon. That bolt, look, you can see that down there. What's all that red down there? Oh, maybe the engine was red at one point. That's cool. That really, it really shows up on that screen. Everything's red. I might have to give it a proper degrease and I might have a red engine. That'd be cool. Anyway, that's been leaking. You can see it around the Jubilee clip. But before I do anything, I've got to do this bolt up, because the last time I moved the choke bolt too much. It's a little bolt that moves the throttle when you pull the choke. Well, I pulled it too much, moved it too much, and that doesn't work. I can't remember though whether it was a 6. That's a 6. I can't remember whether it was a 6 or what it was. Bloody cobwebs everywhere under here. I'll tell you what, I've got a new air filter for this. So to make things a bit easier, let's take this. Take this whole lot off, this whole box and everything, because I've got a new air filter for this. So if I take this off, what else is holding it on? Not a lot. Get rid of this. I don't want that anymore. We can undo that, because that was broken. Right, we can see the main jet down there as well. Right, this might be a bit easier now to get to this little nut bolt thing that I need to get to. That's better. Look how much more space we've got now. That's a lot better, and I can give that rocker cover a good old clean. That's going to be much better without that in the way. It's a bit worse for wear, isn't it? Oh, it's going to be much better running it now without all that in the way. Right, that needs to go on the new air filter, because that's a breather, but it doesn't have to be there. I can block it off if I want to, but we're not worried about that right now. What we're worried about, that's the little bolt that I've been trying to get to this whole time. Happy days. Alright. That's a 7. So now I can actually get in there. Should just be able to wind it like that. That's a lot easier. Why didn't I take the airbox off last time? I don't know. That's much better. Right. Now the choke should work properly. Might wind it in just a nats, because what happened was it was so far wound up that it was the tick over was, it was actually adjusting the tick over, where it shouldn't be doing that. The tick over's over here. This one's not the tick over, this is just it opens up the throttle when you pull the choke. Don't know if it's leaking around the pipe or if it's leaking around the thing. These pipes, when there was a load of stop leak in these, it got a coating on the inside of them, and there's our little split. So I'm going to try and cut it, and I should be able to put that on and make it seal, hopefully, if I can go and cut it. But I'll get all the that's what's on the inside of all the pipes. It's like metal. It's like a metal. Oh, I know, that might be from the old thing actually. I certainly don't want that on the inside of there. That's from the inside of the pipe. All that grit, it's like grit. I think it's just the pipe that's degrading on the inside. It's probably like that all the way down. I wonder if I can cut it with these side cutters, if I'm going to have to go and get a knife. Good old side cutters. You can't buy these pipes anymore, so if this pipe's had it, going to be another problem on our hands. It's just rust on the inside of a rubber pipe where it's all gone brittle. Well, I'm not going to better clean the whole lot out. I'm not taking all the pipe off. That will be that. Let's put the Jubilee clip on here. That way around. You can't see what I'm doing anyway. Maybe you can now. I'll put that on there like that. And put that on there. Hopefully if I really hope, it might seal. was looking at it and I couldn't find any that would fit on here, and I thought this is a Solex carburetor, and the VW Beetles, the old bugs, they had Solex carbs, so let's hope it should. It's a 58mm, so it should just fit on like that. All I've got to do, undo the Jubilee clip. I reckon it'll be alright. Might be a little bit. Needs a... That's annoying. I've lost my 8mm socket again. 8mm is always the one that goes missing. Bloody 8mm. Anyway, I reckon it'll be right. I mean, I think those Beetles are 1.6, but I reckon this will be alright. The only thing is, I should be able to get that to go on the bottom of there. That breather. If I take this off. If not, I'll just block it off. I'm not particularly interested in the breather anyway. It's just a crank breather. I normally block them all off anyway, because you don't really need it. Get that out of there. Take that off for now, and we'll see, is that going to go? If not, I'll just get a new bit of pipe. Don't want to kink it. Kinking it's worse than not having it on there at all. It's a bit big, but I might be able to get a smaller bit of pipe or something. Stick that on. There we go. That's alright. Should be it shouldn't restrict it too much. I reckon that'll be better to give it enough air. It's got foam in it as well rather than paper. That breather, I might just leave that, or I might put it on. I'll block it on the filter, but it'll be alright for now to start it up. And we'll just put that there. We'll better see how much blow bar we got. Probably loads. Anyway, let's see what we've got. Let it warm up a bit. Let the water pump round. And we'll see where we're leaking. I might have to try and dry that up a bit better. Make sure this one down here is not leaking. Oh, it's brilliant now though. Oh, Brett was still leaking though. Still can't get the indicators to work. The hazards will work very, very slowly, and all the bulbs are okay. It's a lot slower than it used to be, but I can't get the actual indicators to work. The relay just makes a small click but doesn't actually do anything, so we'll have to try and sort that out. Don't think we're leaking anything. Been on a small little drive. Have to hope. Let's open up the bonnet. I tried to mend the heater valve that's on it, had a look at it. It's doing the same as what it was doing before, where when you first turn the heating on it comes out red hot, but then after, I don't know, it's lukewarm now. after 10 or 20 seconds of the heating being on, the blower being on I mean, it goes cold. So I'm going to leave that for now. As long as I've got no water leaks, I'm leaving it. We'll use the van for the summer, and I'll have to try and sort it out, because it'd be nice to have heating for the winter, because we do camp all year round. Like now it's cold, it's stone cold now, but when I first turned it on it was red hot. So anyway, I reckon that's residue water around now. I don't think that's leaking, so we might be alright with that one. And that one looks alright as well. That air filter's made quite a bit of difference actually. Really peppy now, which I didn't expect. I didn't really expect it to make much difference at all, but we'll have to see how it goes. I haven't been on the motorway with it yet. But I don't think we're leaking anything as of yet. What's this like? Can you see in there? Oh yeah. Now what it would do is it would leak overnight. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. Now, as far as that goes, where is it? That blue pipe up there, where it goes into the heater blue pipe. That red pipe, where it comes out the bulkhead, you can see there coming out the white bulkhead, going into the heater matrix there. I thought that was leaking, but I wonder if it's just where I've been bleeding it and the water's been running down the pipe, but then again it would have to go up, wouldn't it? I don't think it would go up. But anyway, I've still got the cover off. I want to see if that's going to leak or not. So far there is no leakage, so we'll have to see. I might leave the cover off for a couple of weeks or something. Listen to it now with that air filter on. That's hilarious. Oh dearie dear. I knew that it was going to add a little bit of induction noise. I'm not stupid. Fans just came on. We're at 90 degrees. Man, we've been here before. I think every single time I make a video, we're always playing around with the radiator and bleeding this bloody thing. Obviously I intended on mending the actual heating once and for all, but it is what it is. I can't go far because I've got no indicators, so I've literally just gone round the block. But go down the shop, get an indicator relay. Hopefully that fixes the problem, because it could be the stalk. It could be the connections on the stalk are not making a good enough connection, which is why it's not getting enough electric. But in my experience, I mean, by all means, you old timers, please leave in the comments. I mean, these old indicators with the relays, they're slow anyway, but it used to be a bit faster than that. But in my experience, when they start to tick slow, it's just the relay getting tired. New relay, and that mends it. But you tell me, man, you old timers know more than me. I mean, all I know is what I've learned over the years. I mean, so slow, what does it mean? I think it just means that the relay is getting tired, and the reason why the indicators don't do anything anymore. But you might not be able to hear it, but that relay is ticking. It's just not actually putting any voltage through to make the bulbs light. So anyway, listen to this while I drive. Listen, just bloody listen to this. Here we go, look. We've got some proper pep to it now. That was second gear. That was second gear, that was. It's got some proper go in it now. I think that carburetor, that is so rich now, that carb. Here we go, look, caravan. Here we go, ready, second gear. We're going nowhere. That was 20 mile an hour. 20 mile an hour, but it sounds good, and it's got a lot more pep, a lot more sort of go in it. Before it'd be like, you know, it wouldn't really get any sort of, it's
got more torque, put it that way. So weren't expecting that, but happy days, man. I couldn't be happy with that. As long as it don't leak no water, it don't overheat, it stays running fairly well, I'm happy with that. I'll make do with having no heating until I can finally get the correct valve, and then when I get the right valve I'll just change it. I'm not going to mess around trying to fanny with it and fix it and that, unless I really have to, but I don't really want to. Well then, you lot, again round in a bloody circle, but at least hopefully now there's no more leaks. So as I say, if anyone wants this one, what's this one say? This is Mark 1, so it's the correct one. I think earlier on, I think I said Mark 2. The way you tell the difference is the Mark 1 has the headlights on the dashboard, you press the buttons, and the Mark 2 has it on the stalk where you twist it, you know, for headlights. Mine's a Mark 1, I've got the headlights on the dashboard. Look, Talbot Express, heater matrix, valve, 4 bolt, yes, Mark 1. Well, that's exactly what I've got, but yeah, it's not right. I might see if I can take it back. If not, if anybody needs one, I've got a brand new one there. So, you know, I know there's a few people on here that do watch me actually that have got Talbots the same as mine. So if you need a heater valve, I've got one there. Just have a look at your pipes. If your pipes are the ones that go out to the right behind it, then that's the right valve for you. If your pipes go straight down like mine do, ain't gonna fit. I mean, I could make that one fit. I could buy, well, you can't buy them anymore, that's the trouble, but I could get some pipes made probably if I really went for it. New heater pipes. It does need them, to be fair. And I could have them a bit longer, but then again I've still got the issue of the clutch pedal in the way, so I probably couldn't make it work. If you have made that one work, tell me what you did to make it work and I'll do that. If not, I'm just going to leave it. I'll catch you lot on the next one. I'm out of here. See you later. Cheerio.